there's really three groups of people that'll live out here.
Mm-hmm.
There is the folks that are staying in shelters, My Brother's Keeper, Salvation Army. There are those that are staying in tents that would have access to this, moving onto this property. And then there's those that are staying in sort of the Oak Lodge style motels. And so you'll have both quote unquote the homeless defined by HUD, but then also this group of people that virtually have no access to housing other than a cheap rundown motel that honestly I believe no one should be living at, but it's the only option they have.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'd say that there's really four groups of people, those three, and then the missionals that'll live out here as well.
Yeah.
And right now we have three styles of homes. There's one that's more of the microhome, and you're looking at 100 to 150 square feet. It's that one room deal. And then you have a second one, which is more of a hybrid model, and then a third one, so it's a little bit bigger than the microhome, but essentially it's a one slab, one roof, but fully separated two units. You can see how cost effective it kind of is when it comes to building. But then you have the traditional, what most people think of when they think tiny home, which is a park model home. That's really what they're called. And so they're anywhere between 4 and 450 square feet. They're the ones if you Google tiny home, you're going to see a nice, beautiful wraparound porch, or maybe even a deck on top of it. Mostly missionals will live there, but eventually, depending on how many units we have, those could be accessible to, someone who maybe started at a microhome, but now has a permanent job, and they get paid better. Well, now suddenly an opportunity opens up for one of the park model homes, and they can move into that one. But even the microhomes, I mean, you'll have a refrigerator, a hot plate, a microwave. I mean, there's not that we'll have 3D printed homes, but we have the opportunity to do really unique, creative things. One of the things they did well in Austin, and that's what this is they've done multiple architectural, I don't know what the right word is, architect competitions. And we're hoping to do that here, where architects submit their plans. That also means we get free plans, which makes it a lot cheaper. One of our rules, more than likely, will be similar to what we have now, which is if you're going to qualify to live on this property, you will have had to been in McLennan County for more than a year. Someone who comes to the shelter, there's a myriad of things that will more than likely be a part of the application process. Addiction, mental health, especially diagnosis of mental health, how long they've been in county, and certainly for phase one, it's going to be a really narrow group of people. Narrow meaning a very specific group of people that Mission Waco is already serving or has already served, and we trust that they will be the most successful in this environment.